Hello guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Content Monsters, and in today's episode we are reviewing The Night Manager, released on Hotstar recently.
दूर से तमाशे की तरह बस देखो तो जंग कितनी खूबसूरत चीज है. It's show time now.
द नाइट मैनेजर के मुख्य कलाकार हैं अनिल कपूर, आदित्य रॉय कपूर, शोभिता धूलिपाला, तिलोत्तमा सोम, रुखसार, रवि बहल, जगदीश राज पुरोहित, जॉय सेनगुप्ता और सुप्रिया शुक्ला. Now, The Night Manager is an official adaptation of the English series that has been released some time back, and the second season of which released recently abroad as well. And The Night Manager is a thrilling crime drama. It's a 4-episode series that has just been released. The second part or the second season of this series is going to be released in June. Aditya Roy Kapoor plays an ex-army officer who's stationed now in Bangladesh. He works as a night manager in a 5-star hotel.
मैं कोई सीक्रेट एजेंट नहीं हूँ, मैं एक नाइट मैनेजर हूँ.
Where he comes across this small child who's actually married to Freddie Rahman, who's a dreaded gangster in Bangladesh. She is not an adult yet, and she wants to run away back to Lucknow, from where she's brought to Bangladesh, and he kind of strikes camaraderie with her, and she is looking up to him and seeking his help to rescue her from Freddie Rahman. Freddie Rahman actually works with Shailendra Rungta, played by Anil Kapoor, who's an arms dealer who's responsible for most of the wars in many of the countries around, because he gets to supply arms to some of those countries.
शैलेंद्र रुंगटा एक आर्म्स डीलर है जो लोगों के खून से पैसा कमाता है.
मुझे छू भी पाना इंडियन इंटेलिजेंस के बस की बात ही नहीं.
The country in focus here is Bangladesh, because there's an influx of Rohingya Muslims coming into Bangladesh, and that is leading to a lot of social strife within that country, and he wants to use that to his advantage. He's pushing down a lot of arms into Bangladesh for that purpose. He obviously has a lot of connections within the government. He's very well connected, and which is why, despite the fact that intelligencies have a lot of input on him, they're not able to do much, because they are moles within the government agencies who want to shield Shailendra Rungta, because he is obviously greasing their palms. Aditya Roy Kapoor, despite his best efforts, is not able to rescue that child from the clutches of Freddie Rahman. Her cover is blown and she is killed, and that is something that stays with him a long time. He then moves to Shimla in a hotel, and that's where he gets another chance, because that's the time when Shailendra Rungta visits that hotel, and he gets a chance to infiltrate his group along with Lipika Saikia Rao, played by Tilottama Soam, who's on Shailendra Rungta's heels.
शैली की लंका गिराने के लिए मुझे अपना विभीषण चाहिए.
Aditya Roy Kapoor's character Shaan Sengupta manages to infiltrate his gang, manages to come within his coterie, his close circle, and now wants to finish him off. And at a very critical juncture in the series is when the 4th episode ends, leaving you wanting for much, much more. You really look forward to the second season, which is going to be released in June. The pacing of the series is absolutely bang on, and that's what works very, very well for the series. I think that's the number one reason that this series is so engaging, because it's paced very well. The number 2 reason I think the series works is again the casting. Aditya Roy Kapoor finally gets a role that suits his personality and style, and he's clearly done a brilliant job in the film. Easily one of Aditya Roy Kapoor's best performances, a very understated performance, a very mature performance, a performance full of depth and gravitas. I think Aditya Roy Kapoor has nailed his role as a night manager, and without an iota of doubt, I think this series should do a lot of good for him. A lot more directors should be looking up to giving such good roles to him, because clearly he has done a brilliant job. Anil Kapoor as the dreaded gangster is again phenomenal. The man continues to push boundaries. The man continues to do so well even at this age, and the reason for that is because he's playing these different characters and he's playing them differently. It's not your loud, in your face dreaded gangster who's dealing in arms and ammunition. He's a much sophisticated guy, and he again, along with his typical drawl and swag that Anil Kapoor brings to any role, is a very understated performance. It's a very, very cool performance, and Anil Kapoor again matches Aditya Roy Kapoor step by step in every scene. Shobhita Dhulipala as the cold looking, somewhat dumb second wife of Anil Kapoor has a lot to offer also. I think she's given a very good performance, and I think there's a lot more of her coming in season 2. Shashwata Chatterjee, Ravi Bell, Tilottama Soam, all of them have done a brilliant job. This splendid star cast also keeps you hooked throughout the series. Third, I think the production values. Production values of this series is phenomenal. A lot of it is shot in Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, and I think the production values are a great, top notch for series of this nature, as it should be. And that also gives the film a lot of scale. When you can see the effort that has been put in this series. It's clearly visible on screen. You like watching what you're seeing on screen. There are no corners cut, and that also I think works a lot in its favor. The background score I think also enhances the impact of all that you see on screen. The very excellent background score that the series has throughout the 4 episodes, and I think that also works very well for the series. And lastly, I think it's an excellent combination of art meeting popular appeal, and when that happens, what you get is an explosive piece of content, which is what The Night Manager is. So I think these 5 things work very, very, very well for the series. If there's anything that you feel let down by, it's the sudden or the abrupt end at the end of the 4th episode. You just feel there are more episodes coming in, and then you realize the next season comes in June. So you're typically left, like I said earlier, wanting more and more, and you're not expecting it to end so soon. So that's something that I would say let me down as a viewer, only because the series was so engaging. But apart from that, I don't see any loopholes here. It's a great piece of content, again, that has come up recently. I would give this series a rating of 7 on 10. If you haven't watched the series, I'll strongly recommend you go ahead and watch it. If you watch the series, do let us know what you think about our review, whether you agree with it, disagree with it. Please do share your views in the comment section below. If you like our review, please do subscribe to our channel. And for many more such reviews, please do keep coming back. We'll see you soon. Thank you.